All right, everybody, welcome back. This will be our first first lower bracket match of the tournament. So we are welcoming back RNG into the fold. They will be starting on attack, and welcome EVS. They are going to be starting on defenders. As you can see right here, we are playing on Fracture. So a bit of a breath of fresh air from Ascent at the very least. We did watch RNG play against FAF earlier, and they looked pretty strong against FAF despite losing against FAF in Ascent. So they're definitely gonna be a sight to see on this map, especially with the pick of Neon and Fade, and also Breach as well on a Fracture.
Select your agent.
Meanwhile, for the defenders, we actually have Cypher, Breach, Brimstone, Neon, and KO. A bit of a traditional Fracture comp at the very least. Like this, the EVS composition definitely reminds me of the Optic lineup when they were playing in Champions before franchise. The only person missing in this lineup, of course, is Chamber, but as we all know, Chamber has been nerfed very recently, so Chamber definitely hasn't been seen in any of the maps, to be honest, ever since he got nerfed. The trap nerf to Chamber definitely hindered his ability to be useful on any map. If only Riot reverted that trap nerf, I would definitely see Chamber back into the fold, but that's only going to be a dream for now. Meanwhile, on RNG side, a bit of an interesting composition actually. We actually see an Astra on Fracture. Breach still makes an appearance. Neon makes an appearance. We also see Sergeant Dirty Bush back on good old trusty Cypher. We don't actually get to see any Killjoys being played on Fracture, which is very interesting to say the least, considering that like the Killjoy ultimate has definitely been buffed up quite a bit, and now the only at least to my understanding, the only things that can destroy the Killjoy ult is Brimstone's ultimate, Sova's ultimate at the free blast. Certain mollies and grenades can also destroy the Killjoy ult as well, but Breach can't really destroy the Killjoy ult anymore. But regardless, I'm honestly very surprised to see Breach still being played on Fracture, despite the buffs to Killjoy's ultimate. This kind of proves how valuable Breach is on Fracture when it comes to clearing certain angles, especially certain choke points that, you know, definitely some teams find difficult to push through. But I'm honestly just very surprised to see a Fade being played when there's no Raze in that composition. Usually when you see a Fade, you'd see a Raze. That's because most of the time you can combo the Raze nades with the Fade suck, and that brings a lot of value into those combos, especially when people get trapped in them and they just get stuck in
we're
those
calling
sucks
a
at all.
timeout because one of our teammates is fucked, bro.
Bro, just pause the timer. It's in the menu. You just pause the timer.
Bit of a technical timeout at the moment. Don't worry, we will be back in the action very shortly. In the meantime, let's run it down once again. Let's see the compositions right here. So we do have Cyphers on both sides. We do have Neons on both sides, and you have a Breach as well. But ABS have a KO on their side, so it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how this plays out, because RNG don't really have a KO on their side, so they're gonna find a lot of resistance against the KO here, especially when the knife and the suppression goes down. It's gonna hinder the Cypher setup so much. I feel like when it comes to tournaments and pro play, KO is just one of those agents that you have to pick on certain maps, especially when you're going up against certain Sentinels, Cypher and Killjoy, for example. Having that suppression really comes into really has value, to be honest, and it really just helps the team entry easily without resistance from the mollies and the alarm bots and the turrets, of course. But I wouldn't say it's still useful against a Cypher, but I don't know if it's super useful when it compared to a KO against a Killjoy. But regardless, we will have to see for now. A bit of a push into arcade, a 4-man arcade push as well, and a bit of a lurk play from the Cypher going to be main. RNG has spotted Joshin. Vex will go in, try to capitalize on that stun. He gets stunned by his own. The bullets go in. Joshin about getting that kill right there. MTJ Rocket still holding this position right here, trying to help his teammates. Stun goes in. 852. See if he can get a kill. Does not. Spill gets a kill of his spill. Gets a kill. Fox with a kill of his own. And just like that, MJT Rocket trying to get any kind of rally here, but he goes down. RNG 1-0. Good start for RNG so far. They didn't get the spike planted, but at the very least, those kills will definitely boost the economy a little bit, and that will force RNG into a bit of a eco buy. I do apologize if I seem a little out of it or flabbergasted. That last match with FAF and SH, that like put my mind in a bit of a moment. I was just flabbergasted after that. Vex with an aggressive push, trying to go in, trying to get value with a shorty. Doesn't find anybody. Instead, both members just stacking on a site here. The trip goes down. The smokes go up. He gets 2 kills. Great value out of the Cypher, trip, and cage. I thought he actually got a kill there from a 3rd kill right there, but Boo actually manages to get the spike unscathed. And Vex can't really do too much from that distance with a shorty, to be honest. Now it's just down to Boo. He does have the spike, but he doesn't really have anywhere to go. If he tries to cross here, he will be spotted by both Cypher and Brim. And a classic, you can make good value out of it just like that, but it's not really going to handle well against multiple opponents. 2-0 for EVS. Good start for EVS so far. The defense is definitely good, at least from how these first 2 rounds are going. But RNG are on their first full buy round. It's definitely interesting to see how well they can capitalize on Astra on this map, because I don't really see Astra being used on Fracture. Usually you'd see Viper or Brimstone, because those 2 agents are just a little bit better than Omen, Harbor, or Astra on Fracture, if I have to be honest. We have an A split push though. We got two people in A main here, and we also have the 2 other people going drop. Camera doesn't spot. I think the camera doesn't spot anybody just yet, but camera will spot somebody soon once he pops that camera again. Oh, the wall bangs. That's gotta hurt quite a lot. Boss has gotten a kill, but he gets traded immediately. Nojo, he has been spotted, and he finally dies. Spilled though. He gets that kill, but MTG Rocket coming in quick with the trades. Oh, look at this flank coming from the Astra. Look at the flank come from Boo. Oh, but he's a little too late. He hasn't really spotted. Oh, the lineup. Imagine. They don't really know. They're not aware that somebody could be behind them. Joshin has been spotted as well. He needs to spot the last guy. Joshin turned around at the last second, and Boo, just like that. He did have a chance, but his location has been notified. Don't think Joshin was expecting him to be that close to him, to be honest, and staring at him as well. Oh, Boo. The headshot connects. 44 HP left. MTG Rocket, 78 HP. Boo doesn't have a lot of HP. He doesn't have a lot of time either. He has to try and get the spike here. At least try to go for a play. Is he aware of MTJ's positioning? No, he's not. MTG. I'm so sorry. I'm messing up these names. I'm just going to call him Rocket from now on. Rocket, with that kill, secures a 3rd round for RNG. But that was definitely a bit of an expensive round for RNG, unfortunately. I keep messing up these names. I do apologize. What I meant to say is that definitely an expensive round for RNG, but good job to EVS for keeping their calm and winning that round, of course. Look at this right here. 5-man push in B main. But we also got a bit of a flank going on here from B main. The kill's already coming in. Josh already has a kill. Nojo, he gets stunned. But he can't really do anything here. Joshing gets another one as well. He gets a 3K. And the 852 coming in with a flank 2K of his own. That quickly wraps up RNG right there. Not a good start for RNG so far. They need to think of something quick before they get hammered down into their coffins here. Every single person on EVS has 5 kills. Nojo's the only one here who hasn't got a kill yet. But that could change later on in the round. But finally, we kind of get to see a bit of a full buy from both teams. Bit of a force though. Bowen has to try and buy here, but time has run out, unfortunately. 852 going in with this ult. He goes down. Bowen, but Vex with the trade. EVS Frost gets a kill of his own, puts RNG back in a 3v5 situation. There's nobody guarding drop, so for sure they're gonna have control here, but they don't have spike, which is the problem. What can they do in this situation? Boo hasn't been spotted just yet. Meanwhile, Nojo, he's aware of Sergeant Dirty Bush's position, but he's not going to make his presence known just yet. He's going to let MTG Rocket get that pick, and he does. The ult goes in, try to capitalize on it. Boo gets that kill. The ult goes out. He's been spotted. The ult, ooh, it barely touches Spill. He's at low HP, but they do have spike, and they have control of a site now. He has to be quick. Nojo, he's coming in quick with this flank. They haven't heard his flank yet, so they're not super aware of Nojo's position here. He could catch Boo off guard, but that remains to be seen just yet. Just like that, he spilled blood all over the floor right there, and he dies. The cage goes in to try and fake the defuse. Tries to spot where Nojo could be. The stun and the suck. What a combo too. I don't think Nojo's aware of Boo's positioning here. Boo doesn't even see him just yet. Will Boo peek this? He does, and he catches Nojo. Nojo was just wasting time right there. Boo playing that very well. And finally, one win on the board for RNG. A bit of a chaotic round though, I must admit, but it worked out in the end. And finally, we get to see RNG on the board. And well, I thought we were gonna see an operator being played from EVS's side, but instead we just go for a normal rifle buy. Bowen finally back in the action. Thankfully, he's gonna be joining his teammates on drop here. Let's see if Foss can get any value. He doesn't get any value, unfortunately. He dies to Rocket. He dies to Boo. Rocket gets value of his own though. Doesn't see anyway just yet. They know for a fact that it could be an A lane here. They don't really see anything on B, so that's gonna make them call for the rotations. Ooh, Sergeant Dirty Bush gets a little bit of a tag on his leg, but he's gonna survive regardless. That C is gonna go down. It's gonna kill him for sure. The spike will not go down because of this. Boo's in prime position to try and cut off this cross here, but he's still worried about the flank. The wall's gonna stop him. He catches Nojo, but that's not gonna be enough. Nojo and the rest of his team wrap up RNG 5-1. RNG, they really need to conjure something here. They need to find some kind of strategy to make it work. So far, they've just been stopped by a lot of utility on EVS's side. EVS are playing their utility very well, I must say. They're playing together as a team very well, and they're also playing the utilities to their strengths as well. Just capitalizing on the usage, whether it comes to like peeking after a flash or using it to stop a plant. Very interesting. What is going on here? The fights between the Neons, and none of the Neons even killed each other. It was Frost going in with the kill that to try and save his teammate 852. Oh, spilled. He actually got that, but Frost quick to help his teammate out and trade him. Spike's down as well. This is not looking good for RNG. 3v4 situation for RNG as well. Joshin. Better not be joshing about it. He might get caught by a bullet in the face. Sergeant Dirty Bush. He will get the spike. He will run away with the spike as well. Joshin picking the better play and just saving his own life right there instead of going for a risky play to try and get a pick. Could cost him his life. Rocket doesn't. Oh, the trip goes down. The kills are coming in. Nojo, he's getting a 2K already. Can he get a 3K? He does. 6-1 for RNG. For EVS, I mean. Blink and you'll miss it. The action goes by so quick. One moment you think that things are going slow, and all of a sudden, bam! Everyone's just dying left and right.
This goes here.
And just like that, that puts RNG on a broken bye too. This is not looking good for RNG at the moment. Look at these setups from Nojo though. These setups look are very. Oh, look at that setup. I'm definitely stealing that for myself in my ranked matches. Oh dear. That's definitely a setup I'm gonna be stealing for my own ranked matches. Regardless, let's move back to the action here. Sergeant Dirty Bush pushing up here. Nojo covering an angle from tower. He's gonna look back for a little bit, try and see if he can find anybody in B main. He's in a good position to try and catch Sergeant Dirty Bush off guard, and he does, but not with full HP left though. He is really low. Stun goes in, spilled, gets that kill, capitalizes on the stun, and just like that, Ace B side is theirs. They can quickly run in the site here and get the plant if they wish. But there are flanks coming in from B main and also from arcade. Look at this. Faust and 852 flanking in, but Rocket's doing his job, just getting these kills through the wall, and the ult comes in. It's gonna be capitalized right here. The stun comes in, the kills are coming in. Spilled. He's aware of Neon's positioning, but he can't really do anything about that. 852 just better in that situation. 7-1 for 7-1 for EVS already. A little bit of a disrespect coming in from 852 here. Chill out, buddy. It's only 7-1. They literally have 4 more rounds to go, and anything can happen in this tournament. RNG have 4 ultimates here, but they are on a bit of a broken bye once again. But if they can make it work, they can use these ultimates to try and win the round, of course. Especially when they have a breach and a fatal to try and stun and also catch people on their positionings. Split push once again. Interestingly enough, Spill is actually trying to see if he can get any picks from B main here, but he's gonna be met by a stun instead. 852 thinking otherwise. He's gonna be playing the safer position. Oh, the tag's coming in. Spill couldn't get the tag on 852 though, and that definitely leaves Spilled at low HP. Meanwhile, this push coming in from drop though, trying to see if they can get any value. The recon went out, doesn't spot anybody, but at least they know that there is some people near CT in A. Nojo though, he got the kill, and 852 as well, getting a kill too. And now it's a 3v5 situation, not looking good. They also have a KO ultimate. Oh, the kill from Bo and the Joshin about, and you get killed instead. The mollies go out. 852 getting the kills. MTG Rocket has gone down from Vex. It's just down to Vex. Vex, he's deciding where to peek or not. He's kind of stuck in this 1v3 situation. The flash goes in, stops him from peeking, holding him very close. He gets the kill on Rocket, but Nojo, he trades out his teammate very efficiently, and just like that, 8-1 for EVS. And now on EVS's side, they have a Brimstone ultimate, and if Neon can get a kill or an orb here, 852 will have an ultimate on his own. They still have the free ultimates on RNG side though, and the spies are still broken, man. The economy on RNG side just not looking good at the moment. They need to figure something out here. Otherwise, we might see EVS dominate RNG, and RNG might push themselves in further into the lower bracket. Again, a split push. The same people again pushing drop here. There's not really much resistance being seen in drop, and EVS, for some reason, they just keep playing these retakes, but it keeps working out for them, so it's not really a bad play to do so, especially when their retakes are so powerful. They haven't really seen anything on A main yet. so they have not sure where these players could be at the moment. MTJ Rocket will run away. The Odin goes in and gets a kill on Bowen. Joshin will be running away though. Spike is on site, and slowly but surely the spike will go down. Joshin, the ult goes out. There's nowhere to escape. The Odin suppresses them from going any further as well. Vex though finally gets a kill. Can he do more here? He cannot. It's just down to Sergeant Dirty Bush. The bullets are missing. 852. He won't miss that, unfortunately, for 852, of course. 9-1. RNG, they still have 2 more rounds to try and win this out, but the economy on their side is just so broken. They haven't really been able to at least go for a full team full buy. They've just been scrapping every single credits they still have in their wallet. And look at this, Sergeant Dirty Bush. He's on Spectre, while Bowen is on a half armor with the Vandal, and Vex on a Bulldog. EVS have been very good at handling their defense so far. Spill going in the zip line. He doesn't get caught though. EVS, he gets kills. He gets Valley. The spike's down. Spill gets a kill of his own, but that doesn't matter when the spike is down. Oh, EVS Foss, he gets a 2K. It doesn't even spot Bowen in the back there. And just like that, EVS wraps that up. That was such a quick round. Blink it and you'll miss it. Bam! Everyone's dead already. RNG. They are in a dire situation. It's not looking good for RNG at the moment. They really have to figure something out right now. Otherwise, we could see RNG out of the tournament sooner than we might think. EVS are just really good in the defense. This is such a traditional but set up composition lineup from EVS, but it still works out regardless. Not to mention having a Cypher on defense doesn't really hurt either. What does hurt is 852 shooting a bullet right into their faces, and Foss doing the same thing as well. They're pushing in. They don't care. They're stunning his own teammates, and Boo takes advantage of that, but that doesn't really matter when EVS is there to just get the kills anyways. That's such a funny situation that happened. He just stuns his own teammates because why not, right? They're like, EVS is winning. Why care? They're gonna win regardless. Bowen goes down, and Sergeant Dirty Bush will go down as well. 852 with the 4K. 19-5. Look at this. He is just padding up his KD. These rounds, again, they're just going by faster than I can honestly keep up to.
Yes, this should do.
What is this? What is this setup that he's trying to go for? Sergeant Dirty Bush. Okay. Weird. That's an interesting trip for sure, but definitely not what I expected. Sergeant Dirty Bush definitely not having a good time, but he still has a lot of rounds to work with. But EVS, they only need 2 chances, and it's gonna be a win for EVS if RNG don't figure RNG don't figure something out. RNG, of course, they've switched sides. They're on the defense now. Spilled. He's the only person on site, and EVS just decapitates EVS 852 just decapitates the breach right there. My goodness. I'm pretty sure they spotted somebody in CT. Oh, the bullets. It was a little messy. It's still pretty messy. Boo. He whittles him down to low HP though. Look at this positioning from Vex. He could catch his breach off guard. Just not aware at all. Oh, a bit of a messy fight. Boss gets that kill. It's just down to Vex and Boo. Vex, he gets 1, but that's all he's good for. Can Boo get these 2 kills and win it for him? Molly goes out to try and stop. Flash goes out as well. Knife goes out to try and find him. Doesn't detect him. So now they're just trying to bide their time, play the positions very well. Oh, good kills from Boo, but unfortunately the time was wasted. It is now 12-1 for EVS. Match point. 21 kills on 852's side. My goodness, this man is having a good performance in this match, but it's honestly easy to say that because Faust and Joshin have been setting 852 up very well for these early picks and these early aggressions. And also the flanks coming in from 852 and Foss were very valuable as well and on some of those rounds when they were on the defense. But now RNG, they have to scramble every single buy they can get to try and win this out. Oh boo, he misses the shot. That's gonna make him pay dearly for that. Oh dear. That's a blunder. There was nobody there to help him out too, so he was just left to die right there. Bowen, he's gonna be met with 2 people in CT. Look at this flank coming in from Sergeant Dirty Bush. Can he get value out of this? He spotted the Neon, but the Neon has run away. Oh, look at this. The fight's coming down. Oh, a headshot from 852. What was that? Disgusting. Oh, the shots are missing. And just
GG's,
like
guys.
that,
You guys are
it's over before it's over literally
Oh,
as
so-
it started. 13-1 for EVS.